Hello, welcome to the Shaman Energy card readings for January 2025, and just clearing the energetic air for this month of new readings. Some people have been asking about shamanism and also indirectly about Reiki. Just to start off with, shamanism is a very ancient belief system. They found remains of shaman and cave paintings going back hundreds of thousands of years. There are famous cave paintings in France, and there's also been burials uncovered in Europe and in the Middle East. And I will provide some links or some comments to that in the show notes. But shamanism covers a lot of different cultures, mostly indigenous Ainu and Japanese Shinto, and it is an important part of Eskimo, Native American, and Celtic cultures. In Korea, shamanism is considered a folk religion that is distinct from Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. In Tibet, shamanism was eventually replaced by Buddhism in the 9th and 10th centuries, but it came into Tibet in the 7th and 8th centuries, and prior to that, there were basically two types of shaman. A white shaman who dealt with and communicated with beneficial spirits, and black shaman who, as you probably guessed, communicated with negative, evil, and dark spirits. So if you wanted to have your crops and your livestock be well, grow well, and be productive, you would ask for a ceremony from a white shaman. If you, on the other hand, wanted to do something malicious and evil for a neighbor, you would go to a black shaman to cast a spell. And you've got the yin and the yang in that. When Buddhism came into Tibet in the 7th and 8th centuries and eventually became the dominant religion in the 9th and 10th centuries, the Buddhists, as you probably recognize, have saffron robes, and from those saffron robes came yellow shaman. When the Buddhists came into Tibet, they brought reading, writing, study, a monastic lifestyle. They built monasteries and worked with the local population, which brought them into connection with shaman. Shaman who adopted Buddhist teachings as well as continuing to practice shamanism became yellow shaman, and they would use Buddhist terminology, and even wear Buddhist clothing in the as they ministered to their tribes or their villages. Black shaman would not yield to this type of activity or change, and they were persecuted, and that's where we get white, yellow, and black shaman. The reason for bringing this up is that the founder of Reiki, Dr. Yusui, studied in Tibet in various monasteries. He learned Sanskrit, and he would read the original Buddhist manuscripts, and from that we get Reiki, which he introduced into Japan in the late 19th century, and then after World War II, many characteristics of Japanese culture became part of modern Western culture, and that's where Reiki comes into play. And there are many different types of Reiki, and I follow the Yusui Sheiki Ryo Tibetan Reiki, and of course Tibet, shamans, Buddhism, white shamans, black shamans, yellow shamans. That is where I get my connection, and that is what I'm attuned to, is ultimately a form of Tibetan shamanism. So let's get on and look at the card readings for the first month of January 2025, and the first week is going to be, okay, so let's look at January the 20th, 2025. The week starting January the 20th, 2025. Lots of 20s in that sequence of numbers. So again, we're taking the top card for the first month of the year. Card 13, Dream Thief. Refusal of the call. There are two thoughts here. One is the face looking out from what is a beautiful bird, and there's an orb underneath it. A lot of color, a lot of vibrancy, a lot of energy, and lots of feathers indicating spirit, Holy Spirit. When you go to sleep at night and you dream, sometimes they're very chaotic. Sometimes sometimes you don't remember your dreams. I write a journal every day in the morning and in the evening, and if there is anything of note in the dreams, in the morning I'll write them down, and in the evening it'll be more about my feelings after the day is over. But here we're looking at not so much a thief stealing your dreams. We're looking at you're not recognizing, understanding, or realizing in a positive sense what the messages in your dreams are. So in a sense, the dreams have been stolen because there's no action taken on the content of them. There's no attempt to understand the content of the dreams, which is something that is very important for you to do. And this may take a part of the time set aside each morning for a little bit of meditation. The Metox card from the first week of the year, January the 6th. Metox card, where you settle down quietly, separated from all these strains and stresses. In the morning and the evening, you spend 5-10 minutes. Can be longer. It'd be nice to spend longer, but you're detoxing yourself from all of the negative energies of the day, and those negative energies can act as thieves of the dreams that you have for your future. And that is a very serious face that's looking forward at you, looking out of the card. And what we're thinking about here is that you're not following your dreams. You're not spending time understanding your dreams. And the dreams can be about people, things, past events, past people. All kinds of things can play into your dreams, but you're not spending any time thinking about them, trying to understand them, recognize what is in them. One of the dreams that I had recently was of an old friend who passed away several years ago. He always had a very particular friendly smile and attitude, and he appeared in one of the dreams smiling, his usual happy smile, and behind him was a very beautiful agricultural scene, and that is one of the things that he really enjoyed in life, was being in nature, being around nature, and understanding it, and understanding the history of the area which he had moved to in his retirement. So it was a very positive sign to me that his spirit was still very much in a happy place. and you need to spend some time thinking about detoxing, me-toxing, to not let your dreams be stolen by other events. And here we have a card, Drifter. Experience life as it comes. This is a great card for the beginning of the year. Sometimes we spend too much time working on trying to make things happen, trying to force things to happen, rather than just letting them happen. And that is the subtext here, experience life as it comes. Take things a little bit more easily than you are doing. I think a lot of people watching this video, watching this channel, are more interested in trying to force things, trying to divine other people's purpose. And they spend a lot of time in different states of stress, trying to see how life is playing out, what they can do next. They worry about things that they cannot change, and that saps their energy. So as you detox, also leave yourself with the feeling that you're going to experience life, whether it's the coming day, if you're detoxing in the morning, or in the evening, the following day. Experience life more as it comes, rather than trying to force things to happen. I've known several people over the years who try and force things, and it just leads to an incredible amount of stress. You can almost hear their mind buzzing with all the stress that is flowing through it. So just take a time to detox. You should be doing that every day after we talked about it on January the 6th. But also experience life as it comes. Let it flow. Go with the flow. So that's a great card reading for the day. Have a great day. Take care. Bye for now.